It's time for Transport Line, the program that showcases the contributions of all modes of transportation to the socio-economic growth and development of our country, Africa, and the rest of the world. Transport Line is being beamed to you from the Center of Excellence, the state of aquatic splendor, and Africa's fifth largest economy, Lagos. I am Shino Elegbede. Thanks for being part of the program. Well, I say bravo and congratulations to Mr. Governor Babajide Olushola Sanwo-Olu and the good people of Lagos State on the flag off of the Red Line Rail project for the usage of the citizenry. It's been a long journey. In fact, we have now good multimodal transportation system. Talk about road, rail, water, and pronto. The traveling time within Lagos State will be greatly reduced. Well, Transport Line was there at the commissioning yesterday, and we bring you the high points of what transpired. I'll see you at the other part of the program. Happy viewing.
The Lagos Red Line Rail project was flagged off for full commercial operations on Tuesday, 15th October 2024 by Mr. Governor Babajide Olushola Sanwo-Olu at the Ikeja station of the Red Line Rail Station. Accompanied by members of the Lagos State Government Executive Council, top government functionaries and well-wishers, Mr. Governor said the ceremony was a hallmark in the fulfillment of the multimodal transportation system in the Center of Excellence by his administration. The first phase of the 27-kilometer Red Line Rail covers 8 stations of Agbado in Ogun State, Iju, Agege, Ikeja, Oshodi, Mushin, Yaba, and terminating in Oyingbo.
The train at Ikeja station, and it took us exactly 34 minutes from Oyingbo. And we had to stop at Yaba, we stopped at Mushin, we stopped at Oshodi, we stopped at Ikeja, where we are right now. So, as you can see, it's been an outstanding experience. It's an experience that we believe will help solve public transportation issues in Lagos. It's an experience that we believe will reduce journey time for our citizens. It's an experience that we believe will ease connectivity, and you can see the train is moving again. It's still going to Agege, it's going to Iju before it gets to Agbado. But we opted to stop here, and I'm sure that all of you have seen that what we're about is about ensuring that we can fulfill all of our promises, especially on the Red Line. Haven't fulfilled similar promise on the Blue Line. So, ladies and gentlemen, is really to pass on this message to all of our citizens that are on this corridor, that from tomorrow morning or even this evening, there will be regular scheduled flights from Agbado all the way to Oyingbo and vice versa. And the scheduled timing you can see from the various train stations. So I want to thank you very much for joining us on this ride. Like I did mention, that we're still expecting additional more rolling stock, which will come in the course of our time in the new year.
It's another engineering feat, and we are very proud of what is happening in Lagos in terms of engineering infrastructure, development, of national development, and then in particular the fact that this particular one, the Lamata, is headed by one of us, one of our own, Engineer Abimbola Akinjo. So we are very proud of what she's doing here and the entire Lagos. I will advise the governor to ensure that all these infrastructure are well maintained. Because it's one thing to build infrastructure, but it's a very important thing to maintain them. So a good maintenance structure should be put in place to ensure the sustainability of this infrastructure.
The fares for the Red Line Rail, according to the Lagos Metropolitan Area Transport Authority Lamata, ranges between 1,500 naira and 500 naira. The highest fare of 1,500 naira is for commuters on Agbado to Oyingbo trip. The Cowrie card is the mode of payment on the Red Line Rail. No cash transaction is allowed. Among the major benefits of the Red Line Rail system is the reduction of travel time and provision of seamless multimodal transportation in the mega city of Lagos. The Red Line Rail, which is expected to transport average of 500,000 commuters daily along the corridor, the construction started on the 15th of April 2021. The Red Line Rail is coming on the heels of the Blue Line Rail, less than 2 years of its commissioning.
Welcome back from that commissioning of the Red Line Rail project. Well, you will recall that presently there is that global move to make sure that we have eco-friendly system. And precisely all modes of transportation are in focus to see that we reduce the pollution to minimal level. That global standard is being observed in Nigeria. In fact, from the roads to the inland waterways, everything is being done to make sure that what energizes the movement, that is PMS, Disolena water view, we now shift to compressed natural gas or electric power-driven vehicles. But when you consider that we have 28 littoral states in Nigeria, which means that we should explore and exploit to our own benefit God-given vast inland waterways. So, few weeks ago, precisely last week, the boat operators and the maritime tourist associations called the media together to express their views as regards the recent mishaps along our inland waterways in Niger and Lagos State, and suggest ways to nip in the bud the frequent boat mishaps in our inland waterways. We'll see you later.
The gathering was an assembly of private sector stakeholders in the waterfront and inland waterways boat operation, the Association of Tourist Boat Owners and Water Transportation of Nigeria at Bowatan, Federation of Tourism Association of Nigeria, FTAN, Waterfront Boat Owners and Transportation Association of Nigeria, WABOTAN, were represented to express their views on recent boat mishaps and way out of the ugly trend. President of the Federation of Tourism Association of Nigeria, Nkerewem Onong, set the sail by alerting that Nigeria maritime tourism sector would be ranked among underperformers in the continent if the recent boat mishaps in Niger and Lagos states, as well as the country, claiming lives are not quickly nipped in the bud. Onong disclosed that the Federation of Tourism Association of Nigeria, FUTAN, was on nationwide awareness campaign in the littoral states in order to revamp and deepen maritime tourism for businesses and pleasure. He spoke more on issues of safety, security, and related issues to maritime tourism.
It's the role of government in ensuring that our waterways are safe. I'm sure if you have the privilege of walking into LASWA office, you would be able to see a screen live that will show you everything that happens, I think, up to Badagry. Up to Badagry. You can see point by point everything that happens. And we need to commend the Lagos State government for that. Now, policies that are made and understood by all parties, which is why we are saying that if there was some rule at the jetty, you know that by 7 p.m. you should not take off a boat and carry people, no matter what it is. So if that policy is also respected, government would have done its own part. I think I want to commend the relationship between NIWA and LASO. You would have expected that there will be conflicts, but they manage each other very well. I can tell you that. And so I'm not talking about what I don't know. I know that those two agencies have been able to work together despite some things that you think will bring conflict between the Lagos State power because they own the littoral waters, and you also know that federal government has some entitlement through NIWA. So I like to commend them for that. Now, lifestyle entertainment. Now, if you look at Lagos State's vision for tourism, there's a right-hand side I keep going. I was with the commissioner yesterday, talking about it. I said, Madam, your right-hand side is entertainment all. And she laughed. Now, what is that entertainment? Music. What's that entertainment? Fashion. Film. That's what on the right-hand side. And so I believe that this destination has been so developed that certain things are already on ground. That lifestyle you're talking about, we are the ones who are going to make sure it returns. A lot is going on you may not know. If you ask this Kingfisher man, he will tell you. If you ask the president of Nigerian tour operators, she will tell you how many South Africans she will bring here and pick these boats across in the night. A lot is happening. And so we believe that we can more emphasize on it. That's why you see us out here to say, come on, we need safe waterways. That all the what is going to happen in Lagos between now and December, I'm sure you know. So Lagos for sure, a lot is happening. It's the entertainment center of the world. Don't be angry. That's what we are. That's what Lagos is. So that will return if safety is ensured. And I believe that we're going to see those kind of days return. Especially the purchasing power of Nigerians can't do much out. We need to do more for ourselves. And so that's why this water must be safe. That lifestyle you're talking about return fully. That everyone can participate, not just a certain class. Because you see a certain class enjoying that, it's still going on. But we want more people to be put into that umbrella where we can all have good entertainment around the littoral waters of Lagos. And I think that's one of the gifts, that's one of the assets of this industry, the boat operators. And so whether government is running bringing a scheme and think that it can be done without the operators, I don't think so. Because I believe that the expertise that they already have will help, is what is needed to have a safe waterway. So not much happened. It's just that since we didn't carry anything, we just stop in, and then as you move in, you get to a police or a navy check, you slow down and they check who and who is there and you move on. That's what happened. But we're also looking at the tourism component of that trip. That's actually why I made that trip. That it's possible for us to have lunch in Porto Novo and have dinner in Lagos. And that's what, that's why we are concerned about the infrastructure, like you have said. You heard the president of Adboaten talking about the fact that if people are not supposed to move after 6 p.m. and you do so, what do you expect? So those rules should be enforced. That boat operators don't do the travels in the night. And like he said, sometimes if you don't lock the boats, or even government itself should be in each of those beaches to be sure that these things are enforced. There's a beach in Uyo that nobody would even let me climb the dock without a jacket. You don't even get near there. So these are the things I believe could be done. We have our counterpart on the other side who will ensure most of the infrastructure on the area on the side of Cotonou. But for us here, I think we are fine. All we need to do is that you don't go there illegally. You carry your passports if you have to, or your whatever identity you need to show, your personal ID card and all the rest.
President of the Association of Tourist Boat Owners and Water Transportation of Nigeria at Bowaton, Ganiu Tazan Balogun, urged government to improve on water transport infrastructure and better funding for maritime police.
The marine police should be well equipped and they should be funded properly. If they are doing that, if the government is providing money for them and they are not using it, then it's another TO, whatever they call it.
The boat left from the Kute Road going to Kokomo. Unfortunately, we met the other place where it was about to see across to the other community before the accident really happened. Not that they did not put on the life jacket. They did. But the accident is beyond what because the other people heated the wooden boat, which is conveying people from the agency to the community. But it's quite unfortunate what the report we had from the press people, numbers of passengers which was not even visible. Please, whenever, that personally to me, I don't like taking an interview from you people. Because once one thing happens, they will have 1 + 0 making 10.
Work with approved combustion center. When somebody say they are going to convert for you, ask them for their certificates, their accreditation certificate from NADDC. That is the only body that accredits combustion centers and also vehicle assembly lines like I don't want to mention names. We know the made in Nigeria vehicles. They give licenses to those bodies. That's also the body that licenses that accredits conversion centers. So you must have met some standards. They will check you and before they can give you the certificate. So that's the first thing you want to do. The person that is converting for you or the company that is converting for you, ask if they are certified by National Automotive Design and Development Council, NADDC. If they are not certified, don't even do business with them because you are dealing with quacks. Good. Now, once you get in, they will do inspections for you. Be sure that your vehicle is gas ready and you won't have any issue. Because you see, some of the issues we have is sometimes when you are done with conversion, the vehicle will work well a little bit, then you are going on the road to start stalling. Because the power that the PMS are and the gas, they are not the same thing. As little as your plugs are, the plugs will work well in petrol, but on gas it may not work well because the gas is quite sensitive. If the plugs of your vehicle are not up to standard, they are not optimum, it will probably not work well in gas. So what we do is that we, as a rule, when we do conversion for you, we change the entire plugs. Whether you just changed it yesterday, I don't want to know. We change everything. If there are issues with your coil, we'll ask you to go get new coils and change. Because for gas system, the combustion, the ignition system, the air system, the airflow meter, everything must be perfect. If it's not perfect, you're going to have issues. It's not as though the kit is not good or the system is not working well, but when you have those issues, will not show well in petrol because it's just a way the petrol is powerful enough to overcome it. You instead of it to just show, you probably be burning more fuel, but the car will move. But in gas, the issues with your vehicle will show immediately. So when we do inspection, we check all these things and tell you, oh, this is what the system is saying. Go fix this, then bring the vehicle back. Then when you bring it back, you make payments. We schedule you for the day you come in for your conversion. You drop your vehicle. We're done. When we're done, we test drive, ensure everything is fine, calibrate. Then we register your vehicle on the NADDC portal. I think they're working together with SONCAP. So that your kit information, the kit serial number, the tank serial number will be joined, will be married together with your plate number. So that becomes an additional documentation that will be added to your documents. Because once your vehicle is gas powered, the road safety officials have been instructed to check and ask for that conversion document. If you don't have it, well, the law will take its hold. So those are some of the standards that they put together, and also the tank comes with a tank certificate, of which the production date and the expiry date, which we do not joke with, and that is why I keep telling people, and I discourage those who are bringing in Tokumbo vehicles that are gas powered. If you are importing a gas powered vehicle into the country and is used, the thing that most times the tank may have expired. Because the vehicle has been maybe they produce it like say 10 years ago, 15 years ago. Some tanks will expire in 15 years, some in 10 years, some in 20 years. So when you bring in those kind of vehicles, you think you bought a CNG vehicle that I can start using. You may not have any issue now in the next 6 months, 1 year, 2 years, because the tank already expired. Except when you bring it in, you change the entire tank. And most times, the tanks we have available here may not fit in properly like what the manufacturers are fitted. So I would discourage the importation of Tokumbo gas-powered vehicles. It is better you retrofit into what you have now, because whatever they're going to put on it for you are brand new kits, and they have their lifeline. Some 20 years, some 15 years, some 10 years. You see it on the body.
Well, that's about all we're going to have for today. But remember, please continue to be your brother's keeper. That way, we have a better society. Compassion is the key word. Bye-bye for now.